Good afternoon. I am Dustin Fader, author of the book Red Twilight, and welcome to another cartoon critique. Today I'd like to discuss Watership Down. I saw this cartoon about a year ago. I was impressed outright by their amazing ability to do landscaping. I'm going to assume, based off of the appearance of some of the backdrops, that they transitioned between using watercolor and using acrylic paints throughout the various episodes of the series, resulting in a very true-to-life appearance of many of their environments. The characters themselves are made to realistic dimensions, and this might be the most schizophrenic cartoon I have seen up to date. If I'm not mistaken, Watership Down was produced by a Canadian Canadian animation team, several members of which had previously worked on, I believe it was Redwall, another series that I enjoyed. I had marathoned Watership Down over the course of a week and enjoyed their storytelling method. Short version of the story: a group of rabbits led by a, let's say, prophet named Fiverr are forced out of their home by, I don't know by what, and travel across the countryside in search of a new warren. Hazel's warren consists of several people: himself and his older brother named Hazel, Bigwig, who I have no idea how he's related to any of them. I'm assuming that he just kind of followed them around arbitrarily. A lone doe named Blackberry, who, based on the idea that none of the other rabbits go anywhere near her throughout the entirety of the series, I'm assuming is either A, sterile, or B, a man in drag. And Pitkin, who I can only assume is Hazel's other brother, but is significantly younger than the others and is fairly sexually ambiguous. They discover Watership Down, which, unfortunately, I don't know exactly what that term means, but it appears to be a hillside under which they are capable of constructing a new home. There appears to be a ranch only a short distance away from their home, and just on the opposing side thereof, a second group of rabbits live that are under the Stalinistic dictatorship of a rabbit named Woundwort. The world of Watership Down has its own mythologies, which give it a sense of natural growth, let's say. As the different episodes go on, there's a number of episodes that I can only assume are lifted directly from the book, wherein you have the team scouring the landscape, looking to recruit new members to their team. Along the way, they find a sort of Southwest-style mouse girl, who I swear by the end was supposed to be the hero of the series, but she got preempted by a newcomer named Silverweed, who, from my perspective, looks like probably should have been an older, more mature Fiverr, but They wanted to compress the narrative down into being only 1 or 2 years instead of over the course of a lifetime. Oh well. I guess I'll just have to accept that one. A crow who is possibly the Puerto Rican cousin of Jeremy from Secret of Nim. Actually, there's a lot of references to Secret of Nim over the course of this. There's also a turtle who appears in the second to last episode, if I'm not mistaken, who sounds just a little bit like the Great Owl. The show goes continuously from being relatively PG to having some fairly realistic violence in it, including the holiday episode when there's a near drowning event, which, from somebody who has been trapped under ice, I can tell you kind of brought back some uncomfortable memories. As before, I'd like to applaud the team that worked on this story, as it was fairly amazing from beginning to end. The climax thereof is a war between these two groups of rabbits, which ends via Deus Ex Machina, but I get the feeling that this is because by the end of the second season, they were no longer able to draw from the source material. My honest feeling is that this was slated to have 12 episodes initially, and it seems like it was broken up almost into chapters, but when they ended up getting an additional 12 episodes to use for the second season, they had to add a lot of fluff and stretch what material they had left out fairly wide. Anyway, I'll post a link to the series online, and I'll ask you to take a look for yourself, tell me what you think. Thank you very much. This has been Dustin Fader, author of Red Twilight, with another cartoon critique. Have a good day.